today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Bears defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
And I like his honesty because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
Fields on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Fields. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target. 3rd down here. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
I feel like you
and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, 22 carries, 131 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. This 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a 3rd and 6. Garoppolo now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Javon Dexter brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bears take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Bears sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
One play action. Fields. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of
turn man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That flag accepted out on 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Hall again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind.
And the Raiders have got him. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And this one all tied as they've gone to the intermission. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Desmond Ridder with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Isaiah Hodgins, a touchdown reception. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Hall again. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the ground with Hall. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Off play action, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Hall. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action, Garoppolo. He finds Mayer here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Garoppolo. Back to Renfro again, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Touchdown Raiders. Michael Mayer, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's Hall. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go again with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in zone. It's Garoppolo. Pass complete. It's Adams. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. Down the right sideline. And down to the 19-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's the Mayer, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's 1st and goal. Garoppolo. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win.
And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So